Hello, world.
I had no clue how to dance to the Minecraft theme.
The Minecraft music.
Yeah.
Welcome to the stream, everyone. Dude, I'm looking this way because that's typically where my camera is, so it's messing me up. Forgive me as I try to learn the new setup, but welcome to the stream.
And I probably won't be looking down as much as I used to.
We
I'll probably
are
be looking to the side because that's where my chat is.
We're in the new room.
And excuse the flower behind me.
Yeah, the flower. We're hoping to put up a poster or something over that.
Yeah.
This used to be my sister's bedroom, and we have now repurposed it. So that's a thing.
Yeah.
But we've got, if you see on Joe's right there, there's a green screen.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got plans for that in the future.
We even have a beautiful camera over here.
Yeah. Well, don't spoil all the secrets, Joe. we've got some stuff planned for that, and on top of that, filmmaking stuff getting ready to go. The flower is beautiful, just like Joe.
Thank you, Bee-Bother's mom. and Eli, Big E.
And because of the new setup, I had to swap which side the cameras were on in the display. You also might be wondering, why is it so dark in here? Well, not everything came in on time. I ordered some stuff, and we've had some nasty weather here in Wisconsin. Haven't we, Joe?
Yeah, it's hard to talk about this thing along with the really calming music.
It is pretty calming, dude.
It's really calming.
Hey, Calvinist, thank you for that lurk. Yeah, it's very calming music, isn't it?
Yep.
Mark, how was the volume this week? You were asking me to fix that, and I hope that we're at a better place with that now. If not, I still have wiggle room on the levels that I can adjust. So, it's been wonderful weather. I don't know about that. It's been pretty darn cold.
I mean, I only had 4 days off of school.
Yeah, Joe had 4 days off of school. They're gonna have to still lower than pretty much every other video. The thing is, like, I don't want to push it too much because I don't want it to clip, is what I'm worried about. So, I don't know why it's so much lower, because I've literally I've even adjusted the gain in the program, like the program itself. So I don't know what else I can do.
And it's like blasting out my ear because
I mean, I can turn down ours, Joe.
Yeah, please do that. Because
just let me know if you need yours adjusted. Yeah, so weather has been quite cold, and that's put a delay on some shipping. So that's why the studio is not completely finished. And I'm actually using my phone to light up this side of my face, because if I don't have it there, you can't see it. So, but let's jump right into the topic.
Mm-hmm. Wait, what about the random facts?
Oh, that's right.
Well, that's actually, right. The random fact can be a lead into a topic.
We didn't even do our intro. Welcome to the Basement Brothers.
Yeet. By the way, the mic's over there now. It's not beneath me.
Well, that'll be adjusted soon, too.
Yeah.
I don't know where it is low. Maybe you should just do a stream at some random time. Yeah, we should do that.
Yeah.
Just to like figure it out, because it's frustrating that every time it's so low. But yes. Ooh, I hope I'm able to. This episode may or may not be on the YouTube, because I just realized that Twitch is removing the feature to. Anyway, I will. Hopefully, I will be able to get this over to YouTube.
I hope so too. This is gonna be one of our.
Be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel so you can catch up on its clip. Is it clipping?
Is it clipping?
Gosh dang, we can't figure this out, can we? YouTube channel. Sorry.
Yeah.
Go subscribe to the YouTube channel. That way you can catch up on old videos. There's a new video coming out tomorrow from last week's stream, the 50-cent feature from that. So that'll be up tomorrow. And we also clip out certain sections of the show. So if you don't want to watch the whole thing, or you don't have time to, you can still catch little segments of it on there. So with that, let's get into Joe's random facts. Joe, what do you got for us today?
Well, interesting fact of the day. The game we're talking about today, Minecraft, is actually the second most played game of all time.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean,
second only to, can you guess what it is?
I think I know this one, actually.
Yeah.
Is it Tetris?
Yes, it is. Tetris is the most played game of all
Awesome.
time. But Minecraft, which was released much, much later than Tetris, is already is number 2, which kind of surprising if you think about it. But
Yeah. No, Tetris is actually it's highly competitive. There's like a whole thing behind Tetris now. Ever since the internet came out, because Tetris was before the internet.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
it was one of the first.
Ever since the internet came out, it actually blew up as a huge. I would almost argue maybe it was the first competitive game, huh?
Maybe there actually is like a website where you can versus your friends on Tetris, and like every row that you delete on your game, it gives the other person another row. So,
Biggie, Fortnite.
Where's Fortnite?
Fortnite's free. I don't know if someone's told you that or not. Joe, you said the second most sold game, not played.
Played games.
Oh, really? Played games?
I'm pretty sure. Maybe it's sold.
I thought that was the sold list.
Top most popular games of all time. Where 20 was apparently Pac-Man.
Waka 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 waka.
But, this seems off because it says the number 3 is CST.
This is another benefit to this new setup. So Joe has a whole new desk, and with that, he actually still has availability to his computer. So that's really cool.
Actually, no, that was on a list of best-selling.
I think it's best-selling.
Yeah.
So there's your reason why Fortnite's not on there. And I don't
GTA 5 is number 3.
And as we dive into the history of Minecraft here, I think you'll realize that Fortnite is not quite on that level.
Oh, it's nuts.
It's not quite on that level. So thank you for that random fact, Joe.
Yeah, only 154 million sales.
For what?
Minecraft.
Only
154 million.
Just pennies, you know. So let's get into the topic, the history of Minecraft. So I'm just gonna, we kind of broke this up, or I broke it up into some segments. I didn't get through the entire list. Joe did some research on this, and I kind of took that and made segment pieces to kind of dissect and talk about a bit. So I'm just gonna read off one of those here, and then we'll say what we find interesting about it. Does that work? All right. So, and I think this is how you pronounce it. So Marcus Persson?
Person. It's just like person.
It's just like person? Okay.
Yep, Marcus
Persson. Marcus Persson, also known as Notch, took inspiration from games like Dwarf Fortress, Dungeon Keeper, and Infiniminer. He went that was inspired. Minecraft was inspired by those games. He wanted to he wanted to later use models from another game of his called Zombie Town and release the game to the public as a 0.0.9. I'm assuming A is alpha version.
No, it's actually not alpha.
Oh, it's not? It's just 9A?
This is pre-alpha. This is early classic. They actually have...
So, early classic?
Yeah.
That was released on May 16th, 2009. Oh, and I can probably get rid of the Minecraft music at this point.
Yeah, we probably don't need that.
So that's when the classic edition of Minecraft was released, and this was actually a free edition.
It was free to play. Yep.
Free to play at that time. So we already see that it was influenced. Joe, do you know what any of those games are? The Dwarf Fortress, Dungeon Keeper, or Infiniminer?
I just know that the website that I found it on said that those were ones that he took.
I didn't know what Infiniminer was. I still don't know. I didn't look that one up. But I did know what Dwarf Fortress was, and I feel like I've heard of Dungeon Keeper.
Infiniminer. It looks like it's the one that he got the blocky style from.
It used to be called Cave Game? I don't know.
Okay, the game itself was never labeled Cave Game, but while he was developing it, before he came up with the name, he just called it Cave Game, like in files.
Really pre-development.
Yeah. It was just called Cave Game because he didn't have a name for it yet.
Yeah, that makes sense. I know where he comes from on that. So I did some programming, and you don't know what your name of your game's going to be right away. So it just kind of happens.
Here, I have an
Hello,
image.
fiber optic.
Here's
what?
an image, bro. I'm going to send it to you on Discord.
You have an image, huh?
Of Infiniminer. This is Infiniminer. It's an image of it. So I think that's where you got the blocky style from.
Oh, gosh. I don't know if I can get this on screen right now.
Okay. Well, if you can't, that's okay.
It's so small. Yeah. So those were the main influences. Yeah. So on June 13th, 2009, he started to sell the game rather than giving it out for free. This was to ensure that the game would be able to continue development past the alpha stage. In less than a month, the game had gathered 1,000 in sales and 20,000 new registered players. Is that $1,000?
I think that was just 1,000 sales. Like he had 1,000
copies.
Sales. Yeah, 1,000 copies.
Okay, that makes sense. But 1,000 in sales, so 1,000 copies sold,
and 20,000 new registered players. Now, I actually, I launched
in less than a month.
Yeah, less than a month. I launched up older versions of Minecraft, and I looked up what like the absolute newest that this sold version would have been, and my goodness, it wasn't even like, it wasn't very good. It seemed like one of our 50-cent features. I was like,
well, yeah,
people bought this.
That's where games start. That's why our 50-cent feature from last week, if you go and check it out, it was called Dangerous Lands. You can get in on the ground floor of that one.
Oh, yes.
It may not be the next Minecraft or anything, but I do think that it has some potential. They've got a lot of bugs to work on.
We're not sponsored.
We're not, yeah, hashtag not sponsored. But go ahead and go check out that video. It'll be dropping tomorrow. Or you can go watch the full episode from last week.
This isn't even alpha Minecraft. This is pre-alpha.
This is pre-alpha Minecraft.
This is before alpha testing.
Yeah. Hey, Jared.
Hey, Jared.
Welcome. So yeah, this version of Minecraft was very simple. Very simple.
I don't even think it was missing a lot of really. It didn't even have a full screen option.
Right.
And the res was set like that. If you tried to expand the window to the full size of your screen, it would just, your window would only be the corner of your screen. So you had to play it in windowed mode on like a tiny screen. It was interesting.
Yeah. I want to say I picked it up in the alpha as well.
I thought you got it in beta.
No, I'm pretty sure I got it in alpha.
You got me into it in beta.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I played it when they actually had a demo. Do they have a demo anymore?
I don't think so.
Way back.
I'm gonna look up.
Way back, they used to have a demo. And in this demo, all it allowed you to do was chop down trees, dig out dirt, and that was it. That's like all you could do, because the moment you went and tried to make a crafting table, it would say, hey, you can buy the game now. So it wouldn't even let you really play the game of Minecraft. It just kind of showed you what it looked like.
They have a demo here.
Oh, do they?
Yep.
So they do have a demo now. I wonder what they updated for that.
The only way you have to do it is you just have to register for a Mojang account, but you don't have to actually buy the game.
Ah, okay.
But yeah, and it lasts 5 in-game days, or about 100 minutes.
All right. So on May 2010, Notch actually was able to leave his day job and begin working on Minecraft full time. By June of that same year, the game had more than 20,000 in sales when the survival mode was released. This also was when creepers were implemented into the game. Everyone knows those lovely creepers.
And fun fact, they were an accident, James. Creepers were
an accident?
Yep. He was trying to make like pigmen, like men that looked like pigs, and he got some like texture code wrong, and it made them green, and he was like, I wonder if I can use this somehow.
Dude, that's awesome.
He ended up making them into creepers. So yeah.
Another little fact.
Another random fact. I guess.
Dude, you guys got a bonus random fact.
Bonus fact.
Bonus fact. The best kind of fact. Mm-hmm. So, no, creepers were the bane of my existence in Minecraft. And yours too. I felt like we were repairing the road so much. We had this Minecraft server, and every time Joe got on the server, I swear, a creeper blew up right outside of our buildings. It would blow up the road. It would blow up part of the wall. It was terrible. Creepers are the worst. Yeah. And not to mention, they'd scare you to heck in a mine.
However,
when they came out of nowhere.
Add an aspect to the game, though.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's something to legitimately fear, even late in the game.
Minecraft was an awesome game. Ooh, here we go. Now we're getting a little controversial. Yeah, no, that is something we will talk about, though.
Okay.
And yeah, but we gotta get through the background first, the history part of it, and its development. So, Next, we have the game received continuous Friday updates after this, and these were foundational features such as the Nether, Caverns, Redstone, and Minecarts. All of those were added.
And those were never in beforehand. And also, when I mentioned earlier where people were still buying it, that was before survival was even added. I didn't even remember that.
Oh yeah, yeah. Survival wasn't even a feature when they bought it before. So I bought it. So maybe I was in. Because do you know when the beta actually started?
No clue. I can look it up.
Yeah, look it up real quick because I started when they had survival. I do know I started with that. So
I'm pretty sure you got
because that was something that I wanted, like, and I really enjoyed. I like the survival aspect of games.
Okay, so the first alpha release was June 30th, 2010. The first beta release was in December 20th, 2010.
20. So it was in 2010. I'm trying to think.
And beta lasted until September 19th, 2011.
Yeah.
Well, November 18th, 2011 was the first full release. So.
No, I'm pretty sure I had it in alpha. If anything, I played it real short in alpha. So maybe I was introduced to it in alpha and then it moved right away. You know.
Tablet. The Nether.
I started on my tablet. Oh no. That's not where you want to start playing Minecraft, in my opinion. So, yeah, you cut me off halfway through that one, Joe. So even with Minecraft still being in the testing phases, it became PC Magazine's Game of the Year in 2010.
Which, yeah, that was beta alpha.
That probably helped secure it as one of the better selling.
Yeah.
Well, and we have to remember too, at this time there weren't very many open, like, this is truly an open world.
Oh yeah.
There are no limitations. I mean, there wasn't even really a storyline at this point.
No, there wasn't.
So the fact that it was basically forging or expanding on a genre that hadn't been expanded on like this ever before. So it was kind of forging its own path in a sense.
Mm-hmm. And players got to choose whatever they wanted to. So
yeah, the options. I mean, you can say the options were endless. It was also the first like continually. I think the generation was new, like the randomly generating land and having that expand out infinitely.
Well, actually, before Alpha, there was a version called InfDev where they were first testing like infinite world generation. And that was still pre-alpha. So like even in the InfDev versions, like even pre-alpha, they still had an infinite world generation. Well, infinite, I put in quotes because it technically isn't, but
yeah. So you've never played Tully?
You've never played Minecraft?
Oh, man. Well, maybe after today you'll realize. Well, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it, Tully.
You can go back to older versions. So
you can.
You
can.
Don't like the newer ones.
So by the start of 2011, the game had exploded with millions of accounts registered and with 10 million registered in the last 6 months. That's pretty crazy. So with the new year, millions of new accounts.
Yeah.
That's nuts. And 10 million in 6 months?
Mm-hmm.
That's almost 2 million a month. 2 million a month. That's crazy.
Yeah, pretty nuts.
So the Java edition was formally the Java edition formally left beta in November 2011, and upon the game's release, they added the End Dimension and the Ender Dragon boss, finally providing an ending to the story.
Yeah, or giving it a story.
Or giving it a story, yeah. Well, because they had some of those elements in there before, didn't they?
I mean, they had the Nether.
Well, no, because they had like the Enderman and stuff and the Ender Pearls.
Oh yeah.
So they had elements in there.
And I think they were hinting it, but they didn't quite get the full end in yet.
Right. I started when the entire world was only a few chunks. Wow, you really did start way back then.
That would have been in-dev phases.
Yeah. There was only creative mode. And if you placed a water block, it would fill the entire world up on that block with water. Wow. That would be crazy if they did that now.
I'd like to go back and see what version that is.
I'm sure you can download these, right? I'm assuming.
Most of them, unless you go way, way back. If you go back far enough, then you can't.
Tully says, I bought a new Xbox One S at Black Friday that came with a free code. Still haven't. Well, I don't blame you for not using it.
That's the Xbox version.
Because that's the Xbox version.
It's different than the Java edition, which is the most commonly played.
We are. Well, I guess you could say we're biased to the Java edition.
Java edition is superior, in my opinion.
That would be my personal opinion as well.
It may be more laggy, but more things go on.
Yes, totally. By all means, do not play it on Xbox first.
And not the Windows 10 edition.
If you're gonna play it, if you're gonna play it, don't play the Windows 10 edition. Don't play Xbox. Just play it on PC Java edition.
Java.
I ask you. This is the one request I have, Tully.
And if you want to go back to before Microsoft took over, that's also pretty good.
I only play C++ games.
I mean, Windows 10 edition is in C++. So.
Yeah, if you really want to play it.
The redstone is so much weirder in that.
Yeah. Jared, don't encourage this bad behavior. Jeez. All right. You had a few comments throughout here. Did you get to those?
Yeah, I didn't get into the checking out the version where they won Game of the Year. That was actually like the first one where I saw it actually being like the Minecraft we know and love today.
Mm-hmm.
That was one thing that it actually. However, it still was lacking key features. Also, like you couldn't even sprint at that point. There was no sprinting, and there wasn't any food. Well, there was food, but it wasn't the food system we have,
as we know today.
But it still had the survival challenge.
Wait, I meant now you're changing your story, Tully. Oh, now you're changing your story. We also get into the modding community.
Yeah.
Which is huge. And this is also why I say stick with the Java edition. Because Java edition is the only one that's going to allow you to mod.
Interesting thing though, they're actually releasing a modding API to the C++ version, the Bedrock edition.
Really?
They're actually releasing an official API for it. Which the Java edition doesn't even have an official API. They left that to small creators.
That actually really surprises me that they're allowing that.
Yeah, they're creating
because it's Microsoft.
They're creating a full-on API, and that's the Microsoft. That's the Microsoft version because Microsoft when they bought out Mojang.
Well, we'll get there. Yeah, we'll get there. We got to go in order here, bro. It's the history, the whole story.
The whole history.
So. Where did we end off? We ended off with
games released for running Ender Dragon.
Oh yes, Ender Dragon.
The next big thing in Minecraft's history wasn't so that was 1.0.
Yeah.
But there wasn't really much added in 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, or 1.4. But then on March 13th, 2013, 1.5 release 1.5, the Redstone update was added to the game, which it really appealed to people who like creating machines. Because it added a bunch new redstone components like hoppers, comparators, droppers. Because before that it was only dispensers, doors, pistons, obviously redstone torches, and repeaters.
And now you could do machines. Machines, the best thing ever.
You know, you could actually make a fully auto farm where you didn't have to stand in the middle.
I remember some of the first things I saw done with redstone was when people made computers.
Oh.
When people actually made full-on computers in Minecraft. It was with redstone. It was crazy. They had to make each bit. It was
a torch.
Yeah, it was insane. Are you going to highlight what is different in these versions? We will probably toward the end, yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's more recent history. So.
Yeah, because Bedrock Edition wasn't even made.
We'll get there in time. So, October 25th, 2013 was update 1.7.2. The update that changed the world was released.
And this, James, I might add, is the one that we probably played the most on because this is where we started
I do recall doing 1.7.2.
1.7.2 is when we started playing with mods, which is probably when James and I played the most.
I did mods before this.
Oh, yeah.
Because I remember doing mods. Actually, I might have done mods before 1.0. Yeah. It was... Yeah. So, but this is when we actually had better servers set up. This was when modding was also made a lot easier by the Forge mod loading community. That made it so much easier.
Maybe it's when we had modding server. Yeah.
This whole episode is like a foreign language to me. Sorry, Tully. It's okay. We're educating. You'll get there. But yeah, this update added new biomes, stained glass, and many other new structures. On November 5th, 2014, on this fatefully sad day, Notch sold Mojang, the developing studio, for Minecraft, to Microsoft. Luckily, the only good news in that is the original development team was kept on. They didn't...
Except for Notch.
Except for Notch himself. The rest of the development team actually stayed on. And I'm sure they got new hires too.
But only for the Java edition. The C++ edition, the Bedrock edition, is coded by Microsoft.
Yes, Biggie. F's in chat. F's in chat for Microsoft purchasing Minecraft. Great day for Notch. It's not so much for the Minecraft.
Oh, yeah. It was sold for a lot of money.
So...
How much money was that?
I think it was 2.5 million, I think, or more than that. I can't
2.5 billion.
Billion.
$2.5 billion.
Sold to the highest bidder.
Mojang.
Microsoft. And this is when things, in my opinion, started going downhill. Yeah, I would have sold too. Yeah, no kidding. Right? So it's funny that the update that changed the world was released right before he sold.
Yeah, and you notice. Wait, and
well, I mean, kind of. It's in sequential there.
You notice the next thing that I put down for Minecraft's like key things that happen in Minecraft's history after Notch sells it.
Yep, on February 29th, 2016, 1.9, version 1.9, the combat update.
Oh, and released. I skipped over 1.8 because there wasn't much added there.
Yeah, there were incremental, smaller updates in there.
But the next big one, 1.9. Woo.
How do you call into the show? You know what? We've considered adding that to this.
We never did, though.
We haven't quite gotten to that point yet. But we do love taking suggestions. glad you're here. So on February 29th, the combat update 2016. We'll probably do Discord once we get one set up.
Mm-hmm.
You love 1.9?
It's a great thing.
That's all right.
I feel like he's being sarcastic.
Yo, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it,
man. It's cool.
So the combat update was released, taking the name of the most controversial update. Wow.
Yeah, it was by far like one of the most hated updates.
Oh,
I remember this. History.
I remember this. I was not playing as much at this time, so I was trying to figure out why it was so controversial.
It was when they changed. So prior to 1.9, the fighting or the way you like the combat mechanics in the game was you spam clicked, and the more you clicked, the more damage you dealt. But then at 1.9, they added a cooldown to your weapon, so you had to hit and wait. Hit, wait, and it had like a little thing that came up on your screen.
Yep. Yeah, so it was an interesting update. Right now we do not have a Discord, Harry. Sorry. We just moved to this room and it took a lot of effort. Yeah. And we're still, I mean, if you look down below, I don't even have details for the channel yet. So
I have a beautiful flower behind me that we're going to cover up soon.
There's a lot of things going on. We're working to get things in order. But we will get there one day. So yeah, this was a huge controversial update. I remember because you told me about this because I wasn't playing anymore at this point.
Yeah.
You told me this and I'm like, "What? How?" So, let's see. On July 18th, 2018, Minecraft 1.13. Now we're getting more recent.
This was the most
the update
recent
Aquatic.
Update. And this was also, yeah. It's the most positive feedback thing since most positive feedback an update of Minecraft has received since the update that changed the world. 1.7.
This one was what?
1.13. The most recent update has been the one to receive the most positive feedback for Minecraft since 1.7.
All right, just a second. Hold on. We've got some trouble in chat. I'm just dealing with them here real quick. Look, these nerds. Yeah, actually, we are pretty nerdy.
Yeah, we are.
But if you say anything more offensive, it might be ban worthy. We'll be watching it. Don't worry. So, I remember the Aquatic update. Speaking of nerds, your friends.
Oh yeah.
I remember this update very much.
Well, when they announced it, you were there.
Yeah, because you had your friends over for a Minecraft viewing party.
Yeah, because they had their Minecon Earth.
Yeah, I remember coming home and being like, "What are you guys doing?"
Well, I mean, they just asked if I could open my house, and I did. So
yeah. I mean, I guess it was worth it. So I just remember you guys being so pumped for the voting and stuff. I'm like, you really think that matters?
It was really cringy. Yeah, Minecraft Earth.
It was so cringy. It's so
all of them
focused for children now.
All of them
so children
are bad.
Based.
The only thing nice about them is that you get to see their you see their dev stuff like what we did. Yeah,
it's cool to get the development updates, but the whole thing. And I remember watching part of it with you guys. It's so child focused that it distracts from what like the game was. Mm-hmm. And this is where we're going to start talking about like how it's changed over the years, and it's no longer like it's just no longer what it used to be, in my opinion. You know, like it's so different. But
I mean, the game itself is still very similar, other than all the new stuff that 1.13 added and the combat changes.
Yeah.
But other than like those things, the game itself, I'd still say is still the same, but the developer's goal has changed a lot. And let's be honest, even some of the things they added in 1.13, the dolphins, I mean, they're kind of cool, but I don't think they were really necessary. One of the things that Microsoft added, the polar bears. Why do we need polar bears? And the next update, they're releasing foxes and campfires.
Well, and that's the thing is, with their updates, they've gotten less and less with what they're actually releasing.
I would agree with you for most of their updates, except for 1.13. 1.13 entirely changed.
1.13 changed a lot.
In fact, the community overall was excited with 1.13.
Look at what was made before. And look at the updates that were being pushed before. And now, in a year's time, because that was a whole year, wasn't it?
Basically 2 years.
No, almost 2 years.
4 years. They sold in 2014. 4 years.
No, but they had the combat update. That was pretty big.
Yeah.
So basically, 2 more years.
2 years.
Almost 2 years of development, and all they do is an aquatic update. And then you have another whole year. That just fell. Another whole year, and the only thing that they release is what? A revamp of the oceans? Well, but it like a whole year, and they announced their next version, right? Yeah. So it's not even like done yet.
They have snapshots out, like testing.
They have snapshots. It's almost been a year.
Yeah.
And they haven't done anything. So that's why it's so like it's frustrating, because we used to have updates so often, and I know that like you can't continue to have updates like that. I understand. As a developing company, you can't just continually push out updates because your quality is going to start going down. I get that, because every update gets more and more complex. But at the same time, if you're not releasing something, especially with the financial backing that Microsoft has, why they can't push out more updates and bigger updates? I think the last one I saw was like, oh, we're adding a panda. That's it?
That's what's coming up, yeah.
Yeah, you're just adding a panda?
They're adding pandas, bamboo, scaffolding, villager raids, like biome-specific villages.
So I think it would be serving them better if they were to just do, like, smaller single updates. You know what I mean? Like they used to, essentially.
Well, yeah, Notch was doing Friday updates. Every single Friday he released.
But now they're making a huge spectacle of it because they want to do those shows. I think, at least that's my theory, is like they want to do these bigger shows and make a spectacle of it because that's what's going to draw in that younger audience. And it's going to, you know, just make more revenue for them. Mm-hmm. And sadly, that's where we come to our opinion section. And honestly, I'm not going to say Minecraft is dying because I don't think it's dying.
Oh, yeah.
But I think that they've lost a lot of their user base because of the way they've decided to market the game.
Well, and I think the platform's user base has changed. It's shifted from being kind of like a generational thing from like people young and older to now it's mainly just the younger.
Yeah. They went from a game where everyone could play to literally we're going to target kids.
Well, I think everyone still can play.
Oh,
it's the advertising is targeted at kids.
Yeah. But because of that, honestly, it pushes... The more and more they're targeting kids, the more and more they're making their content for kids, right? Mm-hmm. So you're getting updates that aren't... How do I put this? I would like to see Minecraft where more machines were incorporated, right? Mm-hmm. And I don't see that. That's what I did in Minecraft with mods. So I got certain mods like Industrial Craft and Build Craft. So these ones that would add like machines to the game. And you could create all these big complex sorting systems and have automatic mines, and you had to make power plants, and it was crazy complex, and it made you think, right? And it made you set up, it gave your buildings more of a purpose than just looking cool. It did so much more. And you know, I added stuff like, I don't know why they haven't added cut panels yet. That seems like such an easy thing that they could add. Basically it just allows you to cut a block into half, into eighths, whatever, and you can make more intricate, detailed things. So it's gotten to a point where I don't know why they haven't been making the changes they can, you know?
Now, also, quick little thing, differences between Java and Bedrock, the two major versions of the game. They are... Okay, so Java is the one that's still led by Mojang, the dev team. And Bedrock is the one that Microsoft really has taken the hand on and has made their own. It's coded in C++. There are a bunch of major differences in the games. In fact, I would almost consider them two very different experiences.
Yeah.
Nowadays.
Actually, we should talk about the different versions.
Yeah.
So.
Like, Bedrock Edition, one of the biggest differences, well, you know how you can download Minecraft maps on Java Edition and or resource packs just for free off the internet? Well, on Bedrock Edition, Microsoft has opened a store where you can buy like mine coins, I think they're called, or something like that. I don't know exactly, but like, you have to pay to buy what creators release on the mine thing, and it's taken a lot of the creators from Java Edition to where they before they were making free stuff for fun.
Is this what you were talking about before too? With that video you sent me?
What video?
You sent me a video to watch for this?
Possibly.
I don't remember what it was called. But basically, the problem we're having now is, or I should say the problem that Minecraft is having now is it's splitting up communities.
Oh, yeah.
So a lot of people they're encouraging people to move from Java Edition to the Windows Edition or to the Xbox Edition, and they're not encouraging people to stay on the Java Edition. Well, and we're seeing a shift in the numbers, too. And with that comes a whole bunch of other problems, such as building communities, because the Windows Edition can also be run on tablets.
Yep.
And so because of that, there's not a lot of people typing in chat. There's not a lot of people using their microphones in a Discord server anymore. Because, I shouldn't say a lot. The numbers are shifting. And when you go into those Windows Editions or the Xbox Edition, it's so much more quiet. And there's a less sense of community there. And I think community is part of what built Minecraft to be what it is today. Or what it was.
Yeah. And Microsoft themselves have said that they plan to eventually stop development for Java.
Oh, like
They've
Mark just said
actually
in
announced
chat?
that they plan to eventually stop development for Java and shift purely to the C++.
Let's face it, the Java edition will go away eventually, like Mark said.
Which is sad because also I mean, people won't understand this, but I play the game a lot and I like to get into Redstone a lot.
Yeah.
And Redstone really they're nothing alike between the two versions. If I ever want to play on the other version, I'll have to relearn Redstone, because if you look up like any tutorial for something mildly complex for Minecraft Java Edition, it most likely doesn't work on Bedrock Edition, because there's such different systems, and vice versa. And hey, Eli recognized who that person was that you used for your video you were talking about.
Oh, okay. Is that who it was?
Yeah, Ant Venom.
I was saying I couldn't remember what video I watched. I do want to address one more thing before, because we do have to get moving on here.
Yeah, we do. We're over.
Yeah, thank goodness the 50-cent feature is kind of a shorter one this week. But I wanted to address Mark's question, or I guess input here, where he says, think about it though, that is where their target market is. The largest population not already playing Minecraft are young kids. I get that, but at the same time, you shouldn't completely cut out another market because of that. But I understand from a business standpoint why they're doing it. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it makes sense for the business. However, it's sad to see that they're not even going to try to support the older generation as well. You know, it's sad. It's just sad. Okay. So that basically covers the history of Minecraft, where things are at, and I'm gonna say, like I said, I don't think Minecraft's gonna die. I think it's just gonna turn into more of a kid-central game, and something that maybe we'll talk about in a future video here.
Are we gonna get to you talking about Hightail?
No. I cut it out of this episode because I'm like, we have so much to talk about.
Yeah.
But Hightail is the new game that Hypixel is putting out, and I got into the beta version. Did you get in, Joe?
I don't know. I haven't checked my email in a while.
If Joe gets into the beta version, we'll make some videos on it. But Hightail is made by Hypixel Studios, which has just been developed as a studio, or announced as a studio, essentially. And they run the Hightail servers for Minecraft. They're making their own game called Hightail, where it's going to be, and if you would only not know this if you were like living under a rock at this point, I think. Because it's been everywhere. People are projecting that it's going to sell. Well, actually, we don't know if it's free or not yet, do we?
No, we don't.
So if it sells, it could be right up there with some Minecraft sales. At least those are the projections that have been made. I don't know, because I'm not an expert on that. But Hightail, it's being praised by so many in the Minecraft community already, and it's not even released yet. So all we've seen is a trailer. They're doing blog post updates. But we might do a whole show on this because it's a lot of information. There's a lot going on. Yeah. There's news about it. It's been crazy. There's been drama already. It's it's quite an endeavor. Along with Minecraft, though, we're ending up this segment here because we got to move on to 50-cent feature. But we're going to be releasing videos next week. Joe and I recorded, and we're editing out right now, a Minecraft series. Yeah. We got 4 videos coming out next month.
Both of us actually playing Minecraft together.
So, and this is an interesting one because I hadn't played in probably like a good year or so. So there was a lot of stuff I didn't know about, and we just played vanilla Minecraft, and Joe showed me around. We started building a place, and it's gonna be cool.
Went on some adventures.
So yeah, we went on some adventures. Check that out next month. Actually, one will be out next week. So look out for that on the YouTube channel. And with that, it's time for the 50-cent feature.
That was much louder than normal because I'm farther away from the mic.
Well, because you moved in. Oh, and I'm still on the notes page. I'm sorry. Oh. Look at that. And that's the Reddit reviews. Whoopsies. I did an oopsie. All right, here is the...
Oopsie.
Oh, I'm going to have to... Hold on, folks. Let me just adjust the settings here because my scaling isn't correct.
Eli wonders if you're joining our Minecraft server next season.
Am I? Oh, I have the wrong thing selected. I don't know yet, Eli. I'm pretty busy. Let's see.
Nice. Apparently Mark found this game.
Yes, this one is actually recommended by Mark. We'll do 175 maybe? No, we'll do 150.
Also, can I have a bigger screen?
Oh yeah, Joe's gonna need to see the game. See, these are the technical difficulties we're working through. All right, build buildings is the 50-cent feature.
Buildings.
Build buildings.
This looks like poor man's City Skylines.
So, no, actually, once you watch the video, you'll see how different it is. Here's the video.
Oh.
And actually, this is similar to a game that I've played in the past,
Oh.
but simple time killer for you and your family. Just build the buildings and relax your soul.
I know what this looks like already. It looks like Stack.
I wouldn't say recommended, just noticed it. Stack, yeah, it looks like an app game.
A phone game made by Catch App.
That's right, Catch App. So, basically, it looks like you just stack a building. That's about all it looks like to me, and that's probably good because we have to get on to the Reddit reviews yet tonight, and we have like 10 minutes left of the show. So let's just go down and see what the boat game is about. Build Buildings is a game that will test your focus and timing skills. In this game, you have to build a building, but it's not so easy. Try to build the maximum number of floors and test your reaction. You can change the type of buildings in the presence of experienced stars. I don't know what that means. It can be played with your mouse. That's it. That's the game. Plus achievements. I mean, it's got some good recommendations. There's not like enough reviews to make it legit. All reviews 3. Fairly new, released July 12th of last year. So, let's wait. Why does it say add to cart? I already bought this. Oh wait, no, there was play game. Sorry.
That's for adding to cart.
Let's launch it and see what we got.
Do you want to buy it as a gift for someone, James?
Here's the launcher. Look at this. Every time. I'm telling you.
Oh yeah.
I'm telling you every time. We're gonna do windowed because otherwise. Sure, we'll do that.
What is it about that menu that makes it easier for game developers to use?
I don't know, but every time they always have a pre-launch window.
Unity. Hey, that's another common theme too. Unity.
Yeah, Unity is a very common theme.
Are those all the settings we have? Sound and music?
I guess so, and it's just turning off, I think. It's not even working. Oh wait, that's the music. Apparently those are the only settings. Look at all these achievements. So many achievements already.
What do they say?
It just spelt out meme. Did you see that? Meme heart. Achievement unlocked. Look, it's free. Achieve. Why? Why are you spamming me with these achievements? You're a building machine? Like a boss. Achievement, like a boss. Dude, we're such a boss, man. Alright, well,
spam you with look, it's free.
I guess it's a positive game, I guess we could say. Very, very positive. Oh my word, this music is so loud and there's no way to adjust the volume. So,
let's build buildings, bro.
Alright, let's do it. Oh, I click. Okay. I was trying to use spacebar. Boom! Oh man, I'm not doing so hot. Oh man. Oh jeez. This is harder than it looks. Oh! No! Dang it.
Well, I'm gonna say...
Yeah, give us your review so far, Joe.
It's very limited in options, but... So, and it is like identical to a phone app that's free. So, all in all, I think I'm just gonna give it like...
I like the look of it. Oh gosh.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna give it...
I wish I could review
4.
my building afterwards. A 4?
Yeah. Because while it is
there
nice
are
and
different
all that,
buildings.
it's also a free to download phone app.
That's true.
Like, and there are like no options at all.
The options are very limited. Oh, geez. What was the other game like this? What was it called, Joe?
Stack.
Stack. Just look up Stack on your phone. Oh, dang it. Yeah, I think I agree with your 4. I mean, it looks nice. You know what? No, this is a 5. It's middle of the road. For me, at least.
So all in all, a 9.
Yeah. All in all, it's a 9, which is kind of a, what, purchase at your own risk?
Yeah, it's a meh. You can do it if you want.
Yeah.
However, for this one, I would just recommend just downloading Stack.
Oh, dang it.
It got bigger and you messed up. How?
Oh, man. Yeah, so that's basically it. That's the whole game.
Well then.
Can you pick the building?
Yeah, but it costs stars.
Oh, and I only have 3 stars?
Wait, how many stars do you have? How do you have
No, I don't think that's how this works.
You need to get a star somehow.
Alright, well that's the 50-cent feature. We do have to move on to Reddit reviews at this time. But that was it.
You get any more achievements again.
Yeah, the achievements...
Heart meme.
Gosh, those annoy me. Like, can you stop? Can you stop giving me achievements?
That's the second one we've had that did that.
Yeah, what was the first one that did that?
I don't know, it was some racing game, I want to say.
Yeah, so that's your 50-cent feature. Build buildings.
Build buildings.
Not recommended, but it's okay if you want to get it. It's not a bad game. It's just not really good.
If you want to play it, I would just recommend downloading Stack.
Yeah.
It's made by Ketchup.
Just get Stack. Stack it up.
It's on your phone.
Stack it up. All right. Let's move on. It is time for the Reddit reviews of the week. Joe, you want to explain what that is?
Yeah.
What are Reddit reviews?
I found things on Reddit that are interesting, and I ordered them from 1 to 5.
Mm-hmm.
In random order right now, though. I know I said in 1 to 5, but they're just... I have 5 selected. And then we put them in order of what we think is the best for whatever the subreddit be.
That is what the 50-cent feature... Or 50 cent... The Reddit reviews are. So here they are. Reddit reviews. Oh, thank you, Mrs. Tully. I appreciate it.
By the way, so... This one's going to be interesting. I'm actually going to... We're going to grade them out of 10.
Okay, what is the subreddit?
So, the subreddit is ATBGE.
What does that mean?
It stands for awful taste, but great execution. So,
okay.
I'm thinking for each one, we're going to judge them on 1 to 5. 1 to 5 for the how awful the taste is, and then 1 to 5 for how great the execution is.
Okay.
And then we'll combine those two scores to get a scale from 1 to 10, and then order them by which one has the highest 1 to 10.
So I'll put the scores right here.
Okay, here I'll put those in. Okay.
Yeah. So the first one, hair.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that's awesome. That is fantastic. Oh my word. All right, so how did they, oh, I suppose you just cut deep enough, huh? On the hair?
Yeah, and then you gotta dye the spot for the whites of the eyes.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I mean, I don't know if, I do need a haircut right now, but I don't know if I'd personally get that one. So,
So, bro, what kind of awful taste scale do you think
Crazy.
this goes on 1 to 5? Maybe like
taste-wise, I think it's got good taste. I don't know if, like I said, I don't know if I'd do that. I mean, I probably don't even have really the hair for it.
I'm gonna say like a 3 on the awful taste.
Really? You think it's bad taste?
I mean, I think it's nice. It's cool and all.
Yeah.
But to have that because you're gonna be stuck with that until your hair grows out again.
Yeah, but that's not that long. At least for me, it wouldn't be that long.
I guess, and you can always wear a hat.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll give it a 2.
Because you could wear a beanie over that if you don't want to show Yoda off, you know.
People be like, you got eyes in the back of his head.
I would never be able to sit behind that guy. Creepy. All right, so you give it a 3.
I know a 2 for the awful taste, but I'm gonna give it a 5 for the great execution.
Whoa, you said 2 for awful taste? You
Yeah.
downed it? I thought you said 4.
Yeah, no, I'm saying like 4 before was like how bad, like so 1 to 5 how awful it is. I downed it saying it's better
Wait, so less points is better?
for how good it is.
What is this, golf? No, is less points better or less points worse?
So less points means it's better, but in ranking these, it'll be better. Or it'll be better to have more.
So less means better.
Yeah, we're grading on how awful taste it is.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Because
so it gets a 2 for awful taste and a 5 for great execution.
We're basically rating how awful it is. And the most awful is the winner.
The awful taste. But
Yeah.
then we're also ranking the great execution and adding them together.
So if the so we're looking for the worst thing with the
That's
best
executed the best.
How would that work though? Did you think through this formula?
Yes, James. Okay.
How much thought did you put into this formula?
So 5 for the awful taste and 5 for the great execution.
Okay.
So like I think this one it's done like to perfection. Great execution.
So I would want to give this a 2 then. 2 for awful.
2 for the awful.
Because I think it's actually okay.
Yeah. And but like kind of awful because you stuck with it. It really is the only reason. But then 5 for the great execution because that's done like perfectly.
Yes.
So,
yes.
a
5.
7.
Totally.
So
we each give it 7.
It's a 7.
Or no, it's your review, so you give it a 7.
A 7.
Okay. So 7. Ta-da!
It has a 7.
All right, next one. Tie. So this is currently in first place over here. I think it looks all right.
It's a rainbow chainmail
tie. Some extra protection for any random swordsman that approaches you and only wants to swipe at you, not
from
stab you.
the chest.
Yeah, it's not very functional, is it? Okay. Well, I like the colors.
Yeah.
The rainbow.
Now, I think the execution could have done a little better.
How would you change the execution of that? I think it looks pretty fancy. I mean, they even got the point
true.
down at the bottom.
Yeah, that's true.
It's got to be heavy.
Yeah.
Dude, that might... Oh.
That's why I think I'm going to give it a 3 for awful taste.
Just because of the...
Just because that's got to be heavy.
I don't know. I would give it a 2.
2?
But...
Okay, yeah, because you aren't stuck with it like the Yoda. The Yoda you'd be stuck with all the time. This you could take off.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'd say a 2 because you're not stuck with it.
Okay, and then what do you give it for execution?
Execution...
I'm trying to think what you would do differently.
I mean, not use chainmail. Just make it cloth.
Okay, okay, so what would you give it for execution then?
I'd give it a 4. Because it's done pretty perfectly if you want the chainmail.
Okay.
So
you give it a 6.
A 6.
So it's in second place right now.
Oh, whoops.
Not 66. 6. Do you want to put the numbers in?
Sure, I'll put the numbers in.
Hat. Next we have hat. Oh my gosh.
Do you like the tag?
Hipster in winter be like. Beanies on the ears. Oh man. But the chainmail is what makes it unique. See, I agree with that. But it's Joe's. It is Joe's Reddit review. I will not interfere. Okay. All right. So, what do you think of this one, Joe?
No, Bob and Jet.
Just no. All right. I mean, it would keep your ears warm, or the top of them warm. Please do not let that be a trend. Well, I mean, it's not. It's in the fashion. It's tagged as fashion.
It is tagged as fashion.
All right. What do you give it for? What is it? Execution.
Elon.
Taste. What do you give it for taste?
Taste. I'm gonna say that gets about a 4.
Yeah, I would agree. I would agree with that. It's very odd.
Now, okay. There were a lot of things better than this, but none of them were appropriate because they were all like tattoos.
Oh,
very awful taste tattoos. I will add that on.
Okay, but this is awful taste.
A 4.
A 4, and execution.
execution. I think that's done pretty well. It's a nice little head.
It actually fits.
Perfectly.
It fits the top of the lobe.
It fits the top of the lobe perfectly.
Fits so well.
So I'm gonna give it a 5 for the execution.
So you give it a 9? Is that what
9.
you give it? Oh my word! We have a new winner. Give it a 9, bro.
Okay, 9.
So that one moves up to the top. Oh, it already is the top. All right, and then we have hood.
Oh boy.
It doesn't even cover the whole ear. No, whoa, what? What?
It's a hood, James.
Oh, it's chainmail too. That's not even like. Whoa. This is scary.
Here's your fashion trend, Mom.
Now, I'm actually kind of frightened by this. It looks like an alien. I mean, an octopus kind of is an alien because of where it lives, but I mean, no, I don't know how I feel about this.
No, I think it's a perfect 5 for the awful taste.
Yeah, the awful taste is yeah, no, just no, exactly. Yeah, awful taste is right up there in the 5s. I agree with you on that one.
Now, for great execution, though, it's not executed very well. You see, it's like it could have some color variation. It's kind of bland. So I think it gets a 5 for the awful taste, but only a 3 for the execution.
Creative, though. Yeah, very, very good for Halloween. I can see that.
Frighten your friends. But all in all, I think 5 for the taste, awful taste, but a 3 for the great execution. Giving it an 8.
You give it an 8. All right. I'm just thinking about how you would even get that over your head. You know what I mean? Because isn't that
it's
middle
chainmail? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's creepy. It's creepy. Moving on. So where does that one rank then?
That puts it at number 2.
Number 2.
We actually have an 8, a 7, a 9, and a 6.
All right, and for the last one we have purse. Oh my gosh, that is awesome. Oh man. Is that... That's not actually a toad, though, is it? Like they
it is. It's a real toad.
They actually killed a toad and made it into a purse?
They apparently, if you look at the title of it, apparently it's found on Etsy.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
Mom, ew.
That is... I'm lost for words right now. Like, I can't imagine someone actually... Oh, and it's a necklace. It's not even like a put on your side or whatever. It's a necklace. Please rate 10 out of 10. I mean, it's up to Joe, but... I mean,
I'm going to give that a 5 for the awful taste, and it is executed perfectly. So I think it gets a 10 out of 10, honestly.
Yeah, I think you're right. That is quite horrific. Quite awful taste.
Yeah.
I find the butt crack especially wonderful.
What?
That's the top comment. It's got 26 points. Oh, jeez.
Don't make direct eye contact.
Oh, man. I own a few of these. They're taxidermy cane toads. I keep one at my desk. His name is Earl. I keep little packets of sweetener in him for my coffee. He's my sugar cane toad. Oh, man. Oh my goodness. All right. This has been the Reddit reviews. Let's go back and review some of these awful taste, great execution.
Okay. Yeah.
So in last place, we have the chainmail tie. I guess congrats because you won the least of the worst taste.
Yeah, and the best of the execution. Or no, yeah,
but the worst of the execution, right? Oh no, the best of the execution. You're right.
I think it had a 4.
Yes. Execution. Well, you have the scores, right?
Yeah. It was
so this was a 6.
It was 4 for execution and 2 for taste.
So this was a 6. I can see the dogs attacking the neck if you wear it. That's true. That's true. In 4th place, we have the Yoda haircut. I think it's pretty good taste. And very well execution. So that's why it didn't win. So next we have the octopus. I don't even know what it is. Chainmail headpiece for scaring your friends. Let's get off of that because it's creepy. It looks like an alien. The hipster winter be like beanie ear pieces.
Yep.
Come in second. And the top, what is it?
Awful
taste,
but great execution
is
the toad
purse.
Coin purse. Or purse.
That is glorious. We need to find one. And we'll hang it up behind me.
We should give that to Mom for Mother's Day.
Would that be a good Mother's Day
Mom,
gift?
would you like that?
I think so. She'd probably put it right next to her seal in her car.
Yep.
So, those have been your Reddit reviews of the week. And with that, we're going to lose my light for a little bit here. Or I can just look it up online. That'll be easier.
No! Mom.
Oh, come on now. It'd be fantastic.
Why not, Mom?
So, thank you guys for watching tonight. We're actually going to be ending the show. And we'll get that Minecraft music up for you.
They see you Googling it.
Yep.
You can find it on Etsy.
There's that music. Beautiful. Glorious music. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to go check out the Basement Brothers YouTube channel, as we'll be putting up this episode along with other episodes over on there for you guys to go and review if you'd like. Leave a comment over there. Make sure you subscribe over there. And look for the Minecraft episodes coming next month. Next week already will be the first one.
It's not playing?
What's not playing?
Apparently the music isn't playing.
Oh, it's playing. It should be.
Yeah.
I can hear it. Why is it? Is it just that quiet?
Hey, bro, I found the...
Oh, it's just that quiet.
Okay.
There you go.
By the way, I found that toad purse on Etsy.
It's so loud for us. Here, I'll turn it down for us.
I actually found it on Etsy, by the way.
The toad thing?
Yeah, 4 people have it in their carts right now.
That's crazy. Well, actually, here, I can show you the Basement Brothers channel real quick. It doesn't look very good. Oh, I just stopped the music, though.
Also, you need to put, like, our art in it so I can actually deck out the Basement Brothers subreddit.
Yes. Oh, we do have a subreddit, too.
Yeah, and if you want to upload Basement Brothers-related memes...
Yes. Go check out the subreddit.
Or maybe that'll be one of my Reddit reviews.
Is it just Basement Brothers?
It's just r/Basement Brothers, yeah.
Okay.
It's not Basement Brothers specific yet because I need to put in the art.
So this is all the channel looks like right now. Everything is under construction. But tomorrow we will have the... Tomorrow is going to be last week's 50 cent feature.
Mm-hmm.
You have one meme already? It just started. Alright? But go ahead and click that subscribe button over here, because we'll be putting out more videos and getting a banner up and stuff like that. We've been working hard to get stuff in order, so subscribe there. Follow here so you're notified when we go live. And we'll see you next time on the Basement Brothers.
Yeet.
Thanks, guys.